Peace and blessings, everybody. My name is Robin J. Anderson, and we're on Political Street. I'm going to get my disclaimer first before we get started, all right?
All right.
Political Street is not politically endorsing podcast. We're here for information purposes only.
Okay.
On Political Street, I interview business owners, community leaders, and elected officials.
Okay.
All right, so with that being said, this young man, we met last year at a pop-up event and whatnot, and so I was compelled to bring him on because I heard a conversation he was having with the young lady, and they were talking about politics. So and we're on Politically Street, right? And so anyway, I'm gonna let him introduce himself again.
How y'all doing? My name is Alvin Riggins, the owner, CEO of Swayzie Hydration.
Swayzie Hydration. All right. So before we go into Swayzie
Hydration.
Tell everybody where you grew up.
I grew up in Houston, North Houston.
What side? North side?
Greenspoint.
Greenspoint. Okay. All right.
Goodson.
Guns Point. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Goodson. Wait, man. All right. Goodson. All right. So what you went through, like all the schools over there, like
Nah, I was kind of like moving around in the childhood, so I was like bouncing around. So I went to like some schools on like 249.
Okay.
Like middle school and high school. I tried Eisenhower. I didn't make it. I had went to Oak Ridge in the Woodlands. I went to Cy Creek. I had got a scholarship for St. Pius.
But football?
Yeah, for football.
Okay.
I was kind of like drifted away from sports at that time, so I didn't take the scholarship. But I had just bounced it around throughout.
Gotcha. So, did you grow up with with mom and dad, or you?
Yeah, just mom.
Just mom. Okay, yeah.
I know my dad though.
Yeah. So, and I'm asking these questions because like there's a narrative in our community. It's mostly like single parent households, and then statistically, if you have a single parent, what I'm saying, is you're supposed to not really getting into being successful. You know what I'm saying? And so at high school, where'd you go?
Like I said, I went to Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge was probably like the best high school.
That's right. You did tell me. Okay, yeah, gotcha. All right. So after high school, where was?
I had got my GED, but then I had went to jail too, though. So I kind of like got caught up in the little single parent statistic for a little bit. I had went to jail and I just started doing business, like miscellaneous little businesses since then. Gotcha.
So I'm assuming that you were you were an entrepreneur when you got caught up in a sense, right?
Yeah.
But you were probably soliciting something that wasn't legal.
For sure.
Right. But the crazy part is that you knew early on that you can be an entrepreneur. You can get something, buy low, and sell high, right? You know what I mean? So, but do you think that I don't know if you had any type of mentorship, for lack of a better word, to have poured into you to not have to, I guess, sell anything quote unquote illegal. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say like a mentorship, because like I say like I read a lot, so I kind of like I use you. Like I might not know you, but I'll be like, how would he expect me to act? How is he acting? So I kind of just look at people that's around me and stuff like that. But when I was in the 6th grade, I had went to Northwest. Well, it's called Hill now.
Okay.
So they had an entrepreneur class, and I had got accepted into it. And, we were selling. Like the whole premise of the class is we had to come up with a product to sell, and then we had to take it to a car wash and sell it, and like a few other places to sell it. So the product that me and my team came up with was like some soap.
Okay.
So we came up with some nice little soap and stuff, and we had went and sold it to the car wash. So
that's what's up.
So I seen then, I was like, oh, okay. As long as you create a product, you can make a demand for it, and you find the right people that's looking for it.
Gotcha.
You can you can be successful.
Gotcha. So I'm not sure how long was your stint in jail?
I actually did a few stints in jail. I did a few stints in like different states, but the longest time that I got sentenced to was 5 years. But I didn't do the whole 5 together. I did like a year. I got out, go back, and I was on house arrest for a little minute. So it was a nice little minute, but I was actually 15 when I had went to jail.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's unfortunate, man, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because like when you're at that age, you're trying to find yourself. You got peer pressure and stuff like that, man. So it's Wow, but the good thing is that you out, you here,
Yeah,
and you quote unquote flying straight,
yeah,
So,
totally straight.
you know, why and I don't mean to go back in there, but I want you to paint a picture of
Okay.
what's the demographic of people that's incarcerated when you're in there.
Black,
Mm-hmm.
Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been to jail in like California, so I done been where it's like white people,
Mm-hmm.
Hispanic, black and Hispanics for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's the demographics that you'll see. You'll see some, some white people too.
Speckled in there, Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
or like like what area you at, but
Mm-hmm.
black and Hispanic, you gonna see that for sure.
Gotcha. So when you got out and you start flying straight, what attracted you toward to get into selling seamoss?
My dad's side of the family is from the Caribbean. They
Mm-hmm.
from the Virgin Islands.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I had went out there. I was kind of like part time living out there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like probably like during COVID,
Mm-hmm.
like that. So when I was down there, I seen like they was selling it. They was selling sea moss down there, and sea moss is kind of like picking up here. So
Mm-hmm.
I had tried it, but I didn't like it down there. 'Cause
It was natural,
it was
raw.
natural. They
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it in like condensed milk. They make
yeah.
it like more like a smooth. They make more like a smooth. I don't like the
Gotcha,
smoothie taste and stuff.
gotcha.
I was just asking around, and I was asking them like, can you put this in the juice form, like
Mm-hmm.
because I don't like it like this. They
Mm-hmm.
like you just gotta try your own recipe
Mm-hmm.
out.
Mm-hmm.
But they showed me how like to grind the sea moss down, get it to the powder.
That's what's up.
They showed me that. So
Mm-hmm.
I just basically just took the game that I got from down there and was
That's
just
what's
like
up.
came back up here when it's like a throwback a little segment. When I was like probably like 9 or 10. I used to make like the Kool-Aid,
Mm.
for like my mom and my sister and them for dinner time. So I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie, I used to mess up.
yeah.
I used to mess up a bunch. I like a bunch, but it was one day I was just feeling myself, and I don't remember what like the flavors that I used, but it was bad. It was real good. And my sister, I had told my older sister, I was like, "Come try it." She like, "Boy, this is good." She like, "Put this in the refrigerator. We can drink this for dinner tonight."
Yeah.
And I told her, I was like, "I'm gonna have my own juice company."
That's
You know
what's
what
up.
I'm saying? So I had just meditating and stuff, and I just thought back to it like, man, you said you're gonna have your own juice company.
Mm-hmm.
Do it with the sea moss.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of how I got into it.
Man, I commend you on that because a lot of people, uh, they don't find their purpose in life, man. You know what I'm saying? And so you kind of knowing that you even have meditated and then came back to it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's rare. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So no, keep pushing, man. You know what? I was in Third Ward yesterday. Were you in front of Soul Food Vegan?
No,
Okay,
no.
wasn't you? Cause somebody else selling sea moss out
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
man. So yeah,
It's popular. People
it
selling it.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But I
I,
thought
I
because he was a young man, so I was
yeah,
like, that's no. I said I'm gonna ask him tomorrow when I see him. So
yeah.
yeah. Gotcha, man. So, how many like what are the benefits of sea moss? Have you dove into all that yet?
The majority of the benefits, they got it's 10 that I push. The main one is the 92 minerals that your body replace. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? They put back into your body.
Mm-hmm.
It helps strengthen your thyroids.
Mm-hmm.
It helps your blood.
Mm-hmm.
It helps your gut, your weight. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? It's like a wonder, a superfood. That's what I said. Consider it.
Gotcha. So, and I'm gonna ask you this question because I'm going somewhere with it. But when we were at Ben Cherie, shout out to Ben Cherie,
Okay.
um, you got into a debate, and I think if somebody were looking from afar and wasn't really up close hearing y'all discuss, they would thought y'all was like arguing. You know what I'm
In a
saying?
sense, yeah.
Um, but do you think that what we eat affects how we think?
For sure, for
Yeah.
sure. That's like something that I like when people ask me about my brand. I'm like, my brand is pushing hydration.
Mm-hmm.
So we want healthy hydration because
Mm-hmm.
if you have healthy hydration, your thoughts will start being
Check.
clear. Your
Check.
body's, you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So for sure, that's totally factual.
Mm-hmm.
What you eat, what you consume, affects you.
So with that being said, we're gonna dive into that conversation, man, because right now we're in a position. I wouldn't say a position, but the mind state of people that look like us are, to me, they're being more reactive instead of proactive.
Yeah,
And what I mean is now we got a president in there that's have the agenda and he outright with it. It's in everybody's face. You know what I
But
mean?
I don't mean to cut you off, but
No, go ahead, go
I
ahead,
be
go ahead.
want to know like what is wrong with his agenda.
Good point.
Like I done been out the country before, and
Mm-hmm.
like so I know you say you don't want to just dive too much, but it
No,
was
no,
just
no, man. Speak your mind.
it's just like two things that I'm just like, cause I actually like studied and I actually experienced. So it's like I be wanting to know like why our community be like so like he's saying the illegal immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
So like if that should just be common sense. Once you cross this border and you're
Right,
not legal,
right,
you're breaking the law.
right.
If any one of us in America break a law,
Mm-hmm.
we go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
They take us from our families, they
Mm-hmm.
take us our income, they
Mm-hmm.
do all that.
Mm-hmm.
What gives these people a pass because they are illegal? Like, and then it's like, oh, so I'm totally for immigration. Like, you know, people trying to better themselves, but you
Mm-hmm.
got to do it the
The
right
right
way.
way, right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
And then the next thing, like our community, because me and my friends were kind of talking about it, and it's like they don't understand it. The tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that is a brilliant idea
Mm-hmm.
because, like I said, I done history on it. Um, they implemented tariffs. I mean, like they started like the tariffs, I believe, in like 1945. It was something called the Marshall Plan, not
Mm-hmm.
the martial law, nothing like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Rush plan,
The
gotcha.
Marshall Plan.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, this right after World War II.
Mm-hmm.
So Germany economy and Japan economy, you know, they like it's a shambles. Japan got hit with the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Germany just lost the war, so like
Mm-hmm.
they don't really have nothing. So
Mm-hmm.
America, you know, we being America, we tell Germany like, hey, y'all could put 100%. We gonna give y'all zero tariffs, and y'all can give us 100% tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
Japan the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So now
So that's like to stimulate their economy.
that
Or?
was to
Okay,
stimulate the economy.
gotcha.
So fast forward now in our time. Well, let me just say this too now. Right now in Europe, you ain't gonna see no Cadillac, no
Mm.
Dodge,
Mm.
no
Good point.
Ford.
Good point.
People in Europe want these cars,
Mm-hmm.
but if they get them, it's like some black market. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's not the right way
Gotcha.
because our car makers from America,
Mm-hmm.
they can't send their cars over there because they got 100% tariffs on them. So there's no way
Mm.
that they gonna make money.
I got you. I got
But
you.
if you look in
Wow.
our economy, we got Benzes, we got
Mm-hmm.
BMWs, we got
Mm-hmm.
Audis,
Audis.
we
Yep.
got Porsche, we got all they cars from Japan,
Right.
from Korea.
Right.
We got all they cars, and like what happened to our like I'm saying about our economy.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit suffers behind it.
They sure are. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Good point.
and it's like so the tariffs will help
Mm-hmm.
because we have people that make cars in America.
You know what? That's a good point. You just taught me something. I didn't know about the tariffs to other countries or whatnot,
Yeah.
man. You know, so because yeah, Detroit is suffering because at one point in time, Detroit was a booming
A
city.
booming city, and
You
that
know.
affect black people.
Mm-hmm. Because that was us that was in the manufacturing.
And then and I'm gonna kind of go back to the immigration. They be saying, well, who gonna? Cause I seen it was like black women, and I ain't gonna lie, it's like business. So I don't kind of put business in politics, like you know how you feel. But I just be wanting to like inform them, like
Mm-hmm.
they be like, who gonna build these houses? Who gonna? I'm into real estate also. I have a real estate development company too. So
That's
it's
what's
like
up.
you shoot me in the foot because it's like they give out contracts to people $100,000, $200,000.
Mm-hmm.
Black people ain't in these spaces because the immigrants can do it and they gonna do it more faster, more efficient,
Yeah.
and they not gonna complain about the weather. They not gonna do that. Black people gonna complain. They not gonna show up. So it's like, come on, like
Yeah.
don't if you don't like it, don't just publicly just you know what I'm saying shoot it in the
No,
foot because
right.
it's like how you saying like they acting like proactive to instead of reacting
Reactive.
to it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You know, it's I've been in politics for a while. You know, I ran for office a couple times. You know, and from my perspective, either side, Republicans or Democrats, really don't do us any good.
I feel like it's that person.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can give you a history, little brief. I'm pretty sure you know about it, but a Democrat that made 2 billionaires from our community, Marion Barron, he was a Democratic mayor from D.C.
Out there on the West East Coast.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, he got caught up in his little whatever, but his policies.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Smith is a billionaire because of him.
Mm-hmm.
He gave him his first development contract, like a $10 million contract with the city.
But that's local though. That's not on a
local.
federal level. Huh?
Yeah, but I'm saying like the Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
but or Republican. So I just feel like you got to choose the people,
I agree. I agree.
not the party,
I
because
agree.
to me, them establishments be kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I like what Trump doing because he's shaking it up and he bringing his own people in. So I
Mm-hmm.
like that. But like the Democrat establishment, I don't agree with. Like it's almost like genocide. I was in Chicago at the convention when they had it out there in Chicago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My ex used to stay out there, so I was out there. They really had abortion, like mobile abortions, mobile vasectomy, like stations outside. They, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
how, like that's genocide.
It is. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that establishment. So it's like I can't just be like, cause some Democrats are good, but it
Mm-hmm.
be like
It's the party.
y'all don't push against that with y'all party.
Right.
Some Republicans ain't racist.
That's true.
But y'all ain't pushing that. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all ain't. So it's like I do understand that. So that's why I say you got to look at the person.
Person. That's
You know
true.
what I'm
That's
saying?
true. Tell me how old you are again.
I'm 30.
30. Okay, gotcha. So you're at the. Are you a millennial or are you
Yeah, I'm
generation?
a millennial.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm right
Okay,
at
right.
the end point.
Right. But you kind of coming okay on the cusp of it. Gotcha. The reason why I'm asking is because when I ran for office the first time, I ran for City Council District B, and I did a grassroots campaign. I knocked on people's doors, right? And what I was seeing was that like people that's in my generation, millennials, Generation Z, and the baby boomers, they wasn't doing this a lot.
Yeah, they
You
went
know what I
through
mean? It's not a whole lot of conversation going on. So, but when we were at Ben Shireen, to me, I used that as a case study, to say, okay, who are we talking? Okay, what are they talking about? Okay, boom, and now, okay, this is good over here because I think the young lady he was talking to probably she must be like my
Yeah,
age.
and that's why it sounded
Yeah.
like it was a argument.
Right.
Because that's how. Because it's like when it's like no knock, but it's like people in y'all generation. It's like when somebody younger try to tell them something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, boy, you don't know I'm older than you.
But the crazy part about I get that from my dad's people, my dad's generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so, but to me, I'm not too. My ego's in check. You know what I'm saying? To
yeah.
me, like I said, you just taught me something. So I don't think like that. You know what I mean? But that's like I said, it's the person.
Yeah.
So what do you think that we can do? First of all, as a people and generations, on how we can do more of this? What can we do to engage people?
I think we really gotta like learn history. Gotta like to really learn history and don't learn history from like a colonizer or that type of perspective. But like when Trump was saying "Make America Great Again," it was a time when it was great for black people. 8 years after slavery, I believe I seen black people own like 2 million acres after slavery. So it was a time black people was thriving. So it's just like we just got to get back to that, like get back to. But to be honest, my generation ain't going for that though.
I mean,
My generation ain't trying to like,
I'll say it like
and it's
this.
not even black white. It's just like the age.
No,
Nobody in
no.
my age really want to work with their hands anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's gonna be step one. Nobody
Yeah.
want to do that. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's what's gonna have to need to build a community.
I agree 1,000%. But here's the caveat to it. So are you familiar with Black Wall Street?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that was of course a thriving black community, right? So why do you think that it failed?
I actually read a book about it, and actually from what it actually fell from integration.
Mm.
From integration.
You sure it was integration and not from the people that were jealous of the community
Nah,
thriving?
because in the book I read, they actually rebuilt and it was bigger and it was thriving more. But as soon as
I
integration
got you.
happened,
I'm with you.
everybody was like, "Oh, we done with this now."
I'm with you.
Now
You know what?
ain't nothing.
And I agree with that. That I think integration was the best and the worst thing that ever happened to our community
Facts.
because, there's an old saying. Black people thought that Caucasian people ice was colder than ours. You know what I mean? And so they started going to the establishment and whatnot.
Yesterday was my mama's birthday. And,
Okay, happy birthday. Happy
yeah,
birthday.
so Sunday we had like a little dinner or something. So my mama's super Democrat. She like that. She don't want to hear it. She be like, "Boy, what is wrong with you?" So I was talking to my older sister's father-in-law, and I got Doctor Claude
Clark
Anderson.
Anderson, yeah.
I got
Powernomics?
I got
Yeah.
like 3 of his books, the Powernomics, a few other books. But it was something that me and we was talking about. So during the boycott with Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks,
But the Montgomery
the
boycott, yeah.
Montgomery boycott. So I'm like, I was thinking about this, but when I read it, I was like, somebody else was thinking about this. So during that time they was boycotting for that whole year, it was a reverend, I forgot his name, but his last name was like Jackson. He was like, hey, the bus line, they just went bankrupt. Let's buy them. Now we got our own bus.
Yep, yep.
They ran it by Martin Luther King, and Martin Luther King was like,
Wasn't
nah, that
on
wasn't a
it.
good idea. So you saying, they whole thing was, we just want to sit on the bus with white people. We don't want to own our own bus line. Forget that. We just want to be equal with white people.
You know, I think that in his right at his pinnacle, his prime, he started seeing that it was a quote he said, man, I think I may have integrated my people into a
To a burning house,
burning
yeah.
house. And so his last speech, when he's like, he was, you know, he don't have no moral complex, and you know, he would start talking about them giving us reparations. You know what I mean? I think that's what they had to go ahead and offer him and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
but we all
But now,
learned.
it wasn't even just reparation. He was doing the poor man march. So it was white people too, and
True,
their goal was they was gonna march to Washington like how they did the Million Man March. But they was for the march to Washington. They was like, we not leaving until y'all give everybody houses. You know what I'm saying? Fair wages. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all bless. You know what I'm saying? Help the American people. That's
Yeah.
and like you say, that's why they.
I got yeah. You know, have you ever read the book called The Plot to Kill King?
Oh no.
Man, you got to read that one, man. I bought it last year. A friend of mine, he has a vegan pizza place on Holman. Shout out to Mixed Pizza, man.
Okay.
Before I decided to run for office, I was trying to figure out I was going to go just run Democrat or just run it all, right?
Okay.
But in the book, it talks about how in 1960, whatever year it was, Nixon and Herbert Humphrey, whatever, was running for office. Nixon was a Republican, and then the other guy was a Democrat. There was going to be a person that was going to run as an independent candidate in that race, but he got assassinated before he got a chance to run.
Yeah.
You know who that was?
Bobby Kennedy or something. Who?
King.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. They killed him before he got a chance to run as independent. You know what I mean? Because they knew that because he was crossing.
He can unify people.
Yeah, he was unifying people, and they didn't want that. You know what I mean? And so I was like, dang. So if King can do it, God dog it, I can. You know what I mean? And so that's why I decided to run as independent for state rep or whatnot. But you know, but now
what happened in that?
So there were stipulations where when you run as independent, you got to get signatures from the constituents of your district, right?
Okay.
But you can't start acquiring the signatures until the primary is over with, and if it's a runoff,
Okay.
then you can start getting signatures. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get enough signatures. So I needed 500. I got 350. But if I would have known what I know now, they said that I could have still put my name out there, but I would have to get written in as a candidate and whatnot.
Okay.
But I didn't know. You know what I mean? And so, but you live and you learn, man. So I think the person that's in that seat now, I think she's gonna do pretty good. She's the first person of color, woman in that seat or whatnot. So we're gonna see what happens. You know what I mean?
That's
So,
good. That's good.
you know, but I don't know, man. It's to me the only way we're going to thrive in what the current president is doing is we have to start businesses.
Facts.
Period. Point blank. There's no way around it. You know what I mean? Because the whole DEI bull crap and this and that, man. I think that like say to me, the more we support you, let's say we come and we bum. You know what, man? Give me get 30 of these. It's gonna be overwhelming. You gotta hire somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the more we support you, the more we support. You know what I mean? So it's
But
not
it's like
science.
because I kind of experienced that. I seen that really during COVID. Because I kind of, and this another thing I kind of want to be like, our community is like, they really do not like Trump. Bro, these people call me a coon. I've been called a coon. I'm like, I'm the farthest from it. But it's like, with Dr. Anthony Fauci, this man got on national TV and told people, if you don't get this vaccination, you are the worst of the worst. You are this, you are that. They banned people from this. They barred people from this.
That's true.
Bro, I was in New Orleans, bro. I didn't have a vaccination card. I couldn't even get a McDonald's hamburger. They like, we can't even let you in the restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
For without having a vaccination card. And then Biden come on his last day and give him a pardon. And I was just looking into it. Some of the people that was in that January 6th hearing that he gave a pardon to too, they like, nah, I don't want the pardon because I was doing my job. I didn't do nothing wrong. I did everything I was told to do, so I don't need a pardon. Fauci, why you take the pardon? like they made people really shoot themselves up and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like people really do not like Trump. It's like I don't understand why we not more outraged about that.
I agree. My thing though, I don't like. Don't get me wrong. God rest Marcus Garvey's soul. Don't get me wrong.
Facts.
I appreciate him pardoning
Hmm.
Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey's gone. Why not pardon somebody like the political prisoner, Mumia Abdul Jamal, or you know what I'm
Somebody
saying?
like that,
Somebody sorry,
yeah.
So, but to me, it is I don't know. It's political,
That
man.
and that's I was gonna say like during COVID I seen that because I wasn't getting that vaccination though, so I wasn't going to like stores, so I was really like going mom and pops eating places,
Hmm.
friends clothing brands I was buying it, what I'm saying, stuff like that. So that's why I really think like if we circle our economics,
Yep. Yep.
it'll be a good time to be. You know what I'm
Yep. Yeah.
saying?
Most definitely. There's a guy interview. He's my second person on my podcast a few years ago. His name was Pop Darby. You heard of
Okay.
Pop?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not following, man, follow him, man. He a sharp cat, man. But he just man, it's so simple that he broke it down to where let's say if it's only it's 50,000 people give $20 a month towards a goal, it's like that. It's so much money you can raise. You can raise
Yes.
$1 million.
Simple math.
Simple math, you know what I mean? But it's like I don't know, man. I was It's funny how God worked, man. I was like I was at Shape Center
Hmm.
last probably about 2 weeks ago before it had a fire, man. If y'all make sure and go support Shape Center, man. They had a fire about a week ago, man. But anyway, I was over there. They had this thing called a Circle of Reflection.
Hmm.
And it was a bunch of senior citizens in there. I think I was one of the youngest ones in there. I didn't feel comfortable because I went with Judon Boney. If you don't know who
Oh,
Judon
oh
Boney is, you gotta look him up, man. Good man. But anyway, so I was sitting in the back. So Judon said, "Hey, come over here." I said, "No, I don't feel like I should be in that circle." He's like, "No, come on." So anyway, I sat down, and there was a mathematician, that old professor from TSU was sitting next to him. So she's into math, and she equated math to religion,
yeah.
right? So after that, they go around and ask everybody how they feeling and whatnot, anything they want to share. And so it got to me. I was like, I challenged her. I said, "Hey, we need an equation on how to unify black people,
People.
right?"
Facts.
And they just kind of looked at me like, "What?" I'm like, It's got to be an equation because it's simple." But then 2 weeks later, I watched Pop Darby, and that's the equation right there. It's real simple. It's just basically a simple math. Just
Simple
everybody
math.
come together. You know what I mean? And so, but anyway, I don't got my soapbox, man. So, what else you got coming up, man? Besides just selling seamoss and thing else you got going on?
Like I said, I got this the development company. I'm trying to get into building
Mm-hmm.
stuff,
Mm-hmm.
living, affordable living,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. I have some stuff going on with the city of Houston, so I'm
Okay.
trying to
Okay.
got something in the works with them. I'm
Okay.
working on, and then like the big project that I'm really working on for this summer is Six Flags, and I don't know if I should say it,
Hold on to
but
it, man.
yeah,
Yeah, if you don't want it, if it ain't just, hey, I understand. You know what I mean? So,
right.
but I want to share with you too. What God got for you, can't nobody take it.
Take
Not
it,
even the devil. You know what I mean?
facts,
And so,
facts.
but now if you
I
don't
got
feel
something going
comfortable,
on with Six Flags though in San
okay,
Antonio,
okay, okay.
trying to get into they park.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
That's what's up, man. Keep pushing, man. You know
And
what I mean? So,
with the development company, I want to say something about this too.
go ahead.
All right, when Trump first turned, he signed the 2017 tax bill. Y'all can look it up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all take it at face value.
Mm-hmm.
But I forgot the people, but I know Senator Tim Scott. He over the little program though.
Okay.
But I believe it was like Don Peoples. It was a few like black billionaires and a few other like constituents that sat down with Donald Trump and they heard it. Nipsey Hussle and them first implemented
Mm-hmm.
in L.A. that buy back the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So they Donald Trump signed it into law. You can look at the 2017 tax bill, the Our Opportunity Zone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where black and Hispanic people
Mm-hmm.
buy properties in
Mm-hmm.
distressed areas or
Mm-hmm.
distressed zip codes,
Mm-hmm.
aka the hood.
Mm-hmm.
You fix the property up. You hold it for 2 years. It's a federal tax cut.
Mm-hmm.
You hold it for 5 years. It's a double that tax cut.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think if you hold it for 10 whole years, it's totally tax free at like getting capital gains. So
That's what's up, man. We had something like that here in Houston called the Laurel Lots at one point in time, but
yeah,
then now it's changed to something. I think it's called the Houston Land Bank. I don't know. I'm not sure.
yeah,
But that's a good idea, man. But here's my thing though. Like we our people, we spend what $1.5 trillion in consumer goods.
on consumer goods.
So, and I know it sounds kind of country, but how can we get behind something like that, like buying up lots to buy back the good? But when we're not even coming together to even like, I mean, we're spending 1.5, but it's all, but we got the
It's on
money,
consumer stuff.
right? You know what I mean? So it's like, how can people get behind you to help you out with that? You know what I'm saying? That's it's like a rhetorical question, because I know it's kind of like I don't know, man.
I
It's
can just say, just bump into me. You know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying? We can put a plan together, put a play together, and we
mm-hmm,
can just stick with it. Cause
gotcha.
it's out here and there's people doing it. It's like
You're right.
I was telling the lady, like, she was saying, black jobs. He talking about black jobs, but like, it's way we gotta create black
We
jobs.
got to create. That's
Cause
right. Create our own.
like we in a black neighborhood and
Mm-hmm.
there's no black tire shops, no black car washes,
Mm-hmm.
no black.
Well, no, there's a car wash. He's across the street from I forget the name. What's his name? It's across from Family Dollar right here.
Okay, okay.
But that's the only one. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the first black neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
in Houston,
Mm.
and there's only one
Car
black
wash.
car wash.
Right. You're right.
Like,
You're right. You're
that
right.
that's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we need to just get back more into entrepreneur
I agree.
and that's like that. But I don't really, cause my age group
Mm-hmm.
consumers.
Mm-hmm.
New Jordans come out,
They
we
own
gotta
it.
have it.
Yep.
A new fashion come out, we gotta have it. So
Man, and it's crazy because, not to cut you off, I remember when these Jordans first came out, they was $100. You know what I mean? I used to work at Foot Locker, so but now it's like they've doubled, and it's like
they
y'all
list
got
quality.
$200 for this, but man, just imagine 50,000 of us putting in $20. That's $1 million, man.
$1 million.
$1 million. You know,
And then
but
that's actual power, and then
mm-hmm,
like that's some other people do.
mm-hmm,
They actually pool their money together,
mm-hmm,
and now they
mm-hmm.
got $1 million cash.
Yep.
Now that's power.
Yep, liquid.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yep.
liquid power,
Yep.
literally. So
Yep. Yep. Wow,
we
man.
like to dress like it though. So
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I don't put my cousin on blast, but it is what it is. But don't get me wrong. I mean, I get when you get married, you want to celebrate and this and that, man. So um, we got into a debate about spending,
okay,
and I was like, well, I gave an example of Bill Gates. I say you don't see Bill Gates with no, you don't hear him out in Las Vegas gambling this and that. He holding on to his money. He investing. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, well, that's what we call it, broke cultural behavior. I say broke, but I say, you know what? Hey, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I'm by no means I ain't broke. You know what I mean? I'm just more responsible with my money.
that's smart. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I don't look at somebody broke if you're not spending your money on consumer stuff. Cause
Right.
you ain't getting nothing back in return, but
Right.
fun.
Right.
Fun
That's
is
gonna last for a
always-
second. You know what I mean?
fun always.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, I really learned that too. Like I told myself, like I'm finna go get some Walmart shoes,
Mm.
like 10 pair of Walmart shoes, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
finna just wear them all.
Well,
Like,
that's
like right
smart,
now, I got
though.
on some Louis Vuittons, but I
Uh-huh.
just be thinking like the money that I have spent
Mm-hmm.
on that type of stuff, bro,
Mhm.
is crazy.
And don't get me wrong. It's nothing wrong with buying it if you can afford it. You know what I'm saying?
But even if you can afford it, it's like it's your mental. That I was buying it, I guess, like out of insecurities.
I got you.
And it's like you buy it, and then it's like you can't wear that stuff
Every day,
You can't. It hurt your feet.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
don't
I'm
have a
saying?
pair of Louis Vuitton, so you just okay,
So,
gotcha.
like,
Duly noted.
like all kinds of stuff. So,
Mhm.
and then I just be like realizing the world seen me. I was Mason Margellas, all this, but in my mental, I was depressed.
Mm.
So, with everybody thinking like, "Oh, you good, you on,"
Mm-hmm.
but in reality, I'm far from on. I'm depressed.
Man, you hit on something, man. But we that depression is running rampant in our communities. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like mental health is real.
Because I
You
really
know?
feel like black men don't have nobody to just talk to.
To vent to, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can't really just vent to women. You can't vent to your homeboys.
Mm-hmm.
And then especially like you trying to do like business and you come from the streets, so it's like like all your friends ain't on that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like hard for y'all to relate.
Yeah, that
So
makes sense.
That depression real, but I feel like you just gotta like you kind of need a little depression
Mm-hmm.
to like a puzzle you need to figure out. You know what I mean? Not too much where you taking pills and you don't want it like that, but
Yeah, you can't move. Yeah, man. I
a
don't agree
little
with that.
depression where you putting a little fire under your butt, like,
Mhm.
okay, I need to do something different,
Mhm,
and I
mhm.
need to get this going now.
Mhm.
So,
Well, I tell you what, man. You got my number.
for facts.
If you ever need anything, you want to talk, call me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Cause we got a lot in common. You know what I mean? As far as business wise, I didn't grow up in the streets and this and that, man. But I have friends who it was in the streets that's been killed, and just buried a friend of mine last weekend, man. He was just, but he succumbed, he succumbed to the pressures, man. He was depressed. I think he was depressed. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what it be. It be to that point where it's like, I don't got nothing else.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep waking up feeling like this. I understand this. It's like I didn't have friends like over the last year. I swear, I think like 3 friends committed suicide.
Wow.
Like close friends. Like I know these folks. One of them I was actually talking to him like 20 minutes. And I had ran down the street to go drop some seamoss off. I was coming back. Police are all out here. I was like, man, what happened? I said, bro, shot himself. So
damn. Wow. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
So I totally understand it, but I just feel like you gotta just have a little empathy.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
It's all,
Yep. But I tell you what, but on a positive note, man, how can people find you? How can they support you? Put your social media out there, man.
You can find me at Swayzie Hydration.
Spell that for them.
SWAYZIE_hydration.
See, it was pretty good, but I think I had like 3 or 4 bottles, man.
Back to back.
And it wasn't even hot outside, man.
I don't really just know. I handle the Instagram, but
okay.
I don't know like the TikTok and I don't know none of that. But
okay.
y'all can follow on Instagram, and I most definitely I handle the Instagram.
Gotcha.
I don't handle the TikToks and
Gotcha. Cool beans, man. So y'all, like I say, I keep telling you, man, this is Politically Street. It's coming out of my pocket, man. If y'all support me, man, go buy, go to PoliticallyStreet.com, get a T-shirt, man. Just it's $20, man. Just go on, support your boy. Also, I'm on Instagram, Politically Street, YouTube, TikTok. What else am I on? Facebook. Did I say that already?
No.
Okay. But anyway, man, keep doing what you're doing.
Sure.
I'm gonna support you however I can.
For sure.
If you
I
need
want
me,
to support you too.
likewise, yeah. Just say this call me if you ever need something, man. All right. So till next time, y'all. Peace. All right. Let's see. Let me.
Definitely want to give a shout out to Politically Street, man. That's one of the coldest names you can have. Because we out here in these streets, but these politics is trickling down, so it's all intertwined, man. So we got to figure out how to work it the way we work. So shout out to Politically Street.